kitty. This is Kal Kat, the Kal Catster. Yeah, I just got back from Detective Pikachu. Yeah, minor plot spoilers, just because the plot is kind of like right away, in a similar vein to Shazam and Zootopia, and a little bit of John Wick, oddly enough, which I haven't seen but heard about. Also, yeah, there's a lot of, and because science almost gave away this movie when they did the Mewtwo thing. Just saying, you almost gave away the plot of the movie. So if you go to that Mewtwo website, because science, don't watch it unless you watch the movie. Yeah, because it was very integral to the plot of the Mewtwo. Is very integral to the plot. Let's say, you might know who that is. It's a character from Pokemon that was engineered. Yeah, it's a central character in the story. There's a actually, it's a little like Resident Evil as well, because the games and the movies, in that there's a character who is suffering from a debilitating disease that creates a corporation that is, in this case, doing good but secretly doing bad. Sure, kind of similar. Also, the ending twist, which I won't reveal, is kind of similar to those movies. Not Biohazard, Bioshock. Not Bioshock, Biohazard. Or Resident Evil. There's also a lot of other stuff. I don't want to do a spoilery review here. The character opens with this, like, crashy thing, and then cuts to Rhyme City, where there's this young dude who looks like Aladdin, but isn't. Is thrust into the story. It's Justin Smith. And he meets up with this blonde reporter guy, girl guy. Yeah, a little girl from, recognize her from something. I'm not sure what. Familiar, maybe it was, I don't think it was the It movie, though. It was something else. Yeah, she's definitely in something recent, but yeah, she's in that. And yeah, the girl from It was in Nancy Drew, which no one went to see. She went direct to video, pretty much. But this is some other girl, but somebody familiar, though. I've seen her around and stuff. Yeah. Anyway. I'm not going to look it up. Maybe if I do another review. I don't know if I will. But the Rhyme City is supposed to be where humans and Pokemon live. This old guy is running it, and he's in a wheelchair. It's the professor dude. Sort of the professor dude. It's not the guy from the series. It's some other later dude. This is a reinvention of live action version of the later series Detective Pikachu. It's not Ash and Misty and Brock and all that stuff. Classic late 80s, early 90s at all. It's the current iteration with Ralph Reynolds playing the Pikachu that can talk. They kind of, and it's also like Batman 89. There's a big event with balloons that do something that's very similar to Batman 89. There's a hint. And it's like Zootopia. It's a lot like Zootopia, including the weird alien drug they found, the R, that makes them hyper and angry. That's also an element in the story, and you can put all those clues together and figure out what's going on. And if you've seen Zootopia, you know what's going to happen. But yeah, and kind of the ending was a little like Zootopia, actually, if you think about it. Oh wow, they kind of cribbed this from Zootopia. So if you've seen Zootopia, you've seen Detective Pikachu. Pretty much. Which is probably why it's a 65% of Rotten Tomatoes and not say upwards of 76 or 77 or something. I would give it a 76 or 77, higher score. I would give it a 3 stars. It's not 4. Because of its similarities to like 15 other things that I just mentioned. That probably gave away too much, but yeah. The visuals are fine. The they went back and fixed the washed out look of some of the characters and added more color so they would be more like the characters. Although they did get the studio Toko to do it, so it's not like somebody else was doing the visuals. It's them and Warner Entertainment and another company, and somebody else. Yeah, so Regency, I think. So there's like, yeah, they have the same cast, so it should be completely the same. Open up during that truck down. Okay, now. Yeah, so so yeah, I hope I wasn't picking up that noise out there. Probably not. But yeah, it was fine. It wasn't bad. The chemistry between the two human leads, the guy and the girl, and, they have to go on a quest to find out what happened to the kid's father. I meet a bad guy that's obviously the bad guy, and another bad guy that's obviously the bad guy. And the twist is they even reference the twist as a twist in the movie. Kind of giving away the ending of the film in the movie about halfway through. Yeah. So it's not that hard to follow because they kind of go by the numbers. And it's Utopia with Pokemon. Not that Zootopia's idea was terribly original either, but it was a little more original. Which is different. So, yeah, same color on the evil drug thing they're using in it. Yeah, same colors. And that's the same effect. It's the hate plague from Transformers. Kind of, but it doesn't really do what you think it's going to do. It does something else. So I won't give that away, but yeah, and Mewtwo and how Mewtwo works is in there, and right out of Because Science, that guy gave it away. I think there is a little bit of a spoiler warning on that video. So yeah, or he was just guessing. He's like, oh yeah, that's totally what would happen if they did that. Yeah, kind of just okay. So his father went missing in a car crash. They think he's dead. So, and the Pikachu can talk, and he's the only one that can hear them. Although at times other Pokemon appear to be able to talk as well, and don't just make a noise and they can figure it out. Or maybe it's kinesis in some cases, such as the mind duck thing. Forgetting what that thing was called. Telekinesis. So, yeah, exploding mind duck. Pokemon was thought of somebody with autism, Asperger's, so there we go. I have that. But I'm not famous like the guy that thought this up. Yes, the bright colors, that's something else. That didn't do anything to me in that Pokemon episode with the people who got seizures. I didn't get any seizures watching that episode. Because that's not autism, that's epilepsy. It's something else. So, yeah, they have a little bit of flashy colors in this. Yeah, so it's fine. I don't want to give away too much more. They go on a quest to stop the bad guys. They have to go to the lab. The kids discover the young people discover the lab is watching them, and it sent out the other Pokemon that are in the lab to come after them. And so this weird sort of moving garden thing comes out. It's like, what? Yeah, there was some weird trippy shit in this movie, so I don't want to like that. Like maybe they just fell into a bed of shrooms and the alien drug, and they just saw this stuff because they were high. It's possible. But no. But no. They were just really hyper. Just played Pokemon a lot. So yeah. Okay, the previews. I'm not going to go into spoilers. So yeah, go and see it. Go and see Detective Pikachu. It's fine. Ryan Reynolds. And so we had the previews. They showed A Dog's Journey yet again. This is that movie that makes you tear up during the trailer, and it's the dang music. This time, they thought, oh, it's a Pokemon movie. We have to jack the sound up really loud. So when they did, they get to the strains of the music where the music literally makes you tear up, but it's blaring. It was like, the doggy is dying, and you're like, well, this isn't doing anything to me this time because it's so loud. My eardrums are like, I can't even hear myself right now. I sound all messed up, but a little congested. But yeah, from the air, not from Pokemon. But yeah, that was funny. The Dog's Journey was up too loud. And The Sun is Still a Star, also with that Justice Smith guy. And some other girl. That premise is a little more realistic than 5 Feet Apart, in which it would have killed them. But I'm thinking that the joke that I was guessing with that movie, I didn't see it, is that it was all a dream. It had to have been. So there you go. I didn't know, but I was guessing. There was no boy. Then it makes sense. Oh, maybe there was a boy, and they both died at the end, because they would have had to have died at the end. But anyway, because they weren't cured at the end. It's not that kind of a movie. No, I'm not giving away anything. I was guessing. This movie, there's just these two people that meet in one day, and they're gonna fall in love, I guess, because he's got charisma. He doesn't seem to in the trailer, though. That would just be what's called a one-night stand with adults. and yeah, so that would just be like, oh, we're not really in love. We just, we're fool around. Yeah, get out. It'd be like the Pretty Woman ending, basically. Except darker. Get out. Which I stole from Dave Chappelle's show. And this is the real Pretty Woman. This is what would really happen. She's like, oh, I want to spend my rest of my life with you. He's like, get out. Here's $1. That's what really happened. So, no, you're just somebody I met last night. I don't care. Here's the door. Because that's totally what would have happened. Yeah, because if he's that shallow, and if she's that shallow in response, then they're both pretty shallow, and it's not really a love relationship. It's a one-night stand. So your movie at least isn't about sick kids this time, but it's like, no, that's not how that works. This is not When Harry Met Sally, which had several weeks going on. And of course, it's not 9.5 Weeks, which was a classic 80s movie about that type of hookup thing, which was followed by my hilarious sequel, 9.5 Months. Get that joke? That's pretty funny. And then he dumps her. Yeah. So there was the other trailer for a boring action, or there was one for a spy, My Spy, which is sort of a little girl and a spy team up, which is like, what? Okay, that's kind of like one of my old things. But it's not good either. It doesn't look good. Stupid is like, no, she's 9. She's going to get killed. The spies are going to take her out. Come on. But, yeah. That doesn't happen in the movie, most likely. But that's silly. So, yeah. That's the Pikachu movie, I guess. And the preview's over for it. And, let's see. Other cleaning house thingies. Oh, yes. Buy my books on Amazon. Canary Space, under Adam Brown, the Space Vanguards, and Zillion Stories, and all that. I'm looking at them up on the wall. So yeah. Also, Silly Kelly, the Kelly Bullock's character, announced his movie will be tentatively titled the Teddy Ruxpin's Con Adventure, as in convention adventure. So, which will somehow tie into the Blair Witch parody Mousetrap Project 20th anniversary special, which would be later. But this is how somehow ties into that. I don't know how. Maybe we're doing 2 back to back. Who knows? Maybe we're doing this one and the other one. This is yeah, maybe it's sort of a reboot. We're doing it like the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and the convention is actually where the scary stuff happens. That'd be kind of fun. So this summer at FanimeCon, we will be. Well, I'll be shooting it. I don't think Mark's Cards will be there, but I will be at FanimeCon in San Jose at the McHenry Convention Center. So anyway, so check that out. I'll be making the film. And it'll probably look kind of bizarre because a lot of the audio will be dubbed in later. So you'll see this like filming a teddy bear or whatever and doing stuff and then doing something jokey or something. Dub in the voice later. It'll be odd. It'll look like a Muppet thing going on. Go motion, weird Muppet thing. Because Seth MacFarlane didn't do Ted right. Silly Kelly's like, I'm going to do a Ted movie. But I'm going to do it right because he meant to do Teddy Ruxpin. He just couldn't get the rights to it. So what he should have done was a parody using a Teddy Ruxpin. And just said it's a Teddy Ruxpin. But it... Yeah. Because, yeah, I don't think Worlds of Wonder exists anymore. So... No. Oh, no. Yep. Now, he can't be exactly like McFarlane's character, because I would be ripping that off, but he can't. So I'm figuring he's probably got that sort of Teddy Ruxpin voice. And he's happy-go-lucky, but kind of psychotic. And so he's not angry and mad about stuff. He sort of has a seething sort of contempt voice. That's happy, but you can tell he's not really that happy. But no, not swearing voice. Sort of like... It's like, you know, Chucky, he wasn't worse than him. Yeah, Chucky wasn't... Chucky, my buddy doll parody, wasn't bad enough. I'm worse. The tagline is Ted Talks. The real Ted Talks. Oh no. Oh no. There you go. Your moment of zen. I stole that from that other show. The Daily Show. Jon Stewart. Never been on that show.